guys, welcome back to my channel. It is currently Thursday, which means it's the end of the week for me, and right now I'm just waking up from a nap and I'm about to head out for a blood infusion, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me for that. For those that don't know, a few months ago I went to the doctor and they found that I had really low iron levels, and I've just been doing these iron infusions as a way to kind of get iron back into my system, and hopefully after a few sessions I should be good and I shouldn't need them. But if that's not the case, then I would have to take these infusions just a bit more throughout my life, but we'll see. Right now, I think this is like my 6th one, so I only have like 3 more to go. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along so you guys can kind of see what it's like. If you guys couldn't tell by the few clips that I showed in between, it definitely snowed here in Colorado, and it's the first major snowfall we've had in a long time. There was a little bit of snow last week. It was only like less than 1/10 of an inch. It was barely covering the ground, but last night it snowed almost all the entire morning, so that's definitely a lot that we've seen so far. And I think right where I live, we got about like 6 to maybe 8 inches of snow, which is a lot. Like, the streets are still kind of bad. They're a little icy, so yeah. I'm gonna try my best to get footage of the hills, because the hills covered in snow are just absolutely beautiful, and it's something I've never seen before, and it's just breathtaking every time I see it. But for now, I'm going to head over to the Rocky Mountain Cancer Center, and that's where I get my infusions done. So yeah, it should be a relatively slow day. I can't imagine it being too busy, but yeah, let's go. Alright guys, I just arrived to the Rocky Mountain Cancer Center, and I did end up running a little late, but that's because the roads were kind of awful. The side roads were really bad. The highway wasn't that bad. The highway was actually like completely dry. It looked like it hadn't even snowed. I mean, bone dry. Like, you couldn't even tell that there was snow on the highway, but those side streets were a little brutal. But now we're just gonna head in, and I will catch up with you guys once I'm inside. Hi guys, I'm back in my car, and I'm just gonna take a few minutes to just sit in my car and just kind of relax for a second. A lot of the times, people that get iron infusions have certain symptoms, like maybe an upset stomach, some diarrhea, headache, nausea, stuff like that. But I personally haven't experienced anything except for like a minor headache. Sometimes it's just a headache that lasts like 10 minutes after I'm done and then goes away and I'm fine the rest of the day. I'm starting to feel it right now. Like, I can feel like a headache kind of like building. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but you know when you feel like a headache coming? I feel it right now, especially like right here, like in my forehead and like the top of my eyes. So I definitely feel like I'm gonna get a headache in a few minutes, but it's not gonna last long. They usually never do. So I'm just gonna chill here for a second. The iron infusion itself went well. It doesn't take long. It's usually just 30 minutes, and for those 30 minutes you can basically do whatever. You can just sit there, maybe read a book, scroll on your phone, listen to music. If you want to take a nap, you can do that too. Like, it's just a matter of just sitting and just waiting it out. But yeah, it's not really painful. The only thing that hurts is when they stick the needle in you for the iron to flow into your bloodstream, and then they usually have this plastic tape that they kind of put over the needle to secure it in place. That's what hurts the most, for me at least, when they rip it off, especially because it's pulling on like the tiny little hairs on your arm. That's what hurts the most for me, but to each their own. That's the most painful for me. Every time they're like, all right, well, I'm gonna take this off now. I'm always dreading it because I know it's gonna hurt so bad. But yeah, so I'm just gonna chill out here, and then I'm gonna head over to a King Supers or another store, depending on what's closer to me in the area. And I'm gonna get a few things for dinner tonight. I'm thinking of making some red pozole, and I'm super excited because it's cold outside, and you know, I just love eating like soups and broths during wintertime, and I've been craving a red pozole so badly. I usually make green chicken pozole, but I've just been really craving red pozole, and I'm just so excited to make it and have it for dinner. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along to do that too. Alright guys, I'm finally home. The blood infusion went well, shopping went well. I was a little scared at first because I couldn't find a certain thing that I needed, but I ended up walking around the entire store and I was able to find what I needed. And I was getting worried because I really didn't want to go to another store just to look for it, but I'm glad it worked out. So back on track. Yeah, we're gonna make this pozole. I'm using pork, and it's gonna be with a bunch of chile guajillos, chile anchos, chiles de árbol. I don't really cook red pozole that much. I'm usually a green pozole girl with like pollo with some chicken. I've been craving pozole rojo for a while, and I think it's because I've just been seeing it on TikTok all over the place, especially now because the weather is starting to get colder, and I've been seeing it just everywhere. So I saw it and I was like, yeah, I think I need to make that because I need it. I feel like the pozole is going to be great, especially because it snowed yesterday. So it's been chilly yesterday and all of today. So it's going to be a nice kind of meal to eat while it's like chilly outside. So I'm really excited to make it. So let's get started. Alright guys, this is my finished product. This is my pozole. I threw in a little bit of cabbage, some radishes, some onion, and some chopped up cilantro, and then I topped it off with lime. But yeah, I'm probably gonna throw in some tostadas to eat this with. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye!